The date right now is December 18th, 2008. The time right now is 09:03 hours. I'm Detective Mellish with the Orange County Sheriff's Office. Also present is Sergeant John Allen and Richard Cain, Deputy Sheriff. Rich, you understand this is being recorded?
Yes.
Any objection to that?
No.
Okay. Rich, we asked you to come by today. You were actually working, you have a trainee outside, and we wanted to ask you some questions about a call that occurred on the 13th of August this year. It occurred over here on Suburban Drive, and it has a call number of 0822619944. Just shows entry date of, actually initiated at 15:14:53 hours, on scene 15:37 hours, closed at 16:02. I'm showing you the call log over here on the screen, just so we understand we're talking about the same one. Kathleen Kucher, and you responded to, it says here, half mile in Suburban past Hope Springs, swamp area, 1056, Blue Cavalier, unknown, gray bag, swamp area, name Roy, meter reader, with a 56 on the phone. Right. Do you recall that call? Kind of walk me through it. Tell me about when you arrived, where he was, where you parked, and what happened after.
We arrived, he was on the left side of the road.
You say left, on the south side of the road?
Yeah, the south side of the road. Don't recall if he was in the grass or on the sidewalk. I believe he was in the grass. We pulled up, met with Roy, then went to where he said he was relieving himself. Said he saw a bag. Thought it contained bones, possibly.
How did
he said that's just what he thought.
Can you give me an indication of where you heard that, or where he came to this?
That's what he told me.
Okay.
That's what he said. I think it has bones in it. So we entered the woods where he said he relieved himself. Saw a bag. It was probably a big bag.
What kind of bag was it? Do you remember?
Just a trash bag, like a leaf bag.
What color?
Black.
Was it plastic? Cloth?
Yeah, it was a plastic bag. I went into the woods, kind of stepping on where I could step without falling in the water. Just kind of, I believe there was another couple bags around it. When I reached down, lifted the bag up, it was pretty heavy, but when I lifted it up, it tore, the bottom. All leaves fell out, some sticks. I took my baton out and kind of poked around, didn't see anything, and went back out to Suburban.
Where was Roy at when you went through this?
Right behind me.
So he stood right there with you while this was going on?
Yeah, he was, I don't know, probably here on the TV away.
Okay.
I mean, he was kind of like on the edge of the woods, and I was 3, 4, 5 feet in, maybe.
Was the bag in water? Was it next to water? Was it on dry land?
It was on dry land. It was like if this bag was like a little spot of dry land, then the water was right there, and there was just grass or bushes like this high. So I was kind of stepping on those and walking.
Was it slippery?
It wasn't really slippery, but I could see there was water and mud, and I didn't.
Did you lose your footing by any chance when you were trying to go down? Or, do you recall?
I don't recall. I don't think I did. I did when I came out.
Okay.
I slipped up but that might have been from my feet being wet.
Right.
Standing down there.
But the bag wasn't in standing water, it was in a patch of dry area. Is that the same bag he was pointing out?
Yeah, he pointed, like I said, he's right behind me. He said, yeah, that one right there. And that's the one I grabbed.
Did he mention anything else he noticed? Any smells that he noticed? Anything else?
Didn't say anything about a smell. I didn't smell anything.
Did he say any stories about having been here before? Or
he says he works around here, and I guess he goes in there quite often. And he said, I don't know if it was the week before, the day before, he said his friend went in there, I guess, to do the same thing, to relieve himself, and they killed a 3-foot snake. but his friend I think said his friend worked for Progressive, maybe?
Did he say who he worked for? The call says a meter reader. Do you recall anything about it being a county employee or any uniforms he may have been wearing, anything like that?
All I remember was the hat, the like Rooney looking type hat.
I showed you a picture on the computer to see if you recognize the person. Did you recognize the person at all? If you don't, you don't. That's fine.
I don't really recall, but that kind of resembles the guy that was there.
Okay, but you're not sure?
I'm not 100% sure, no.
That's all right. We're taping them on the truck store. All right, sorry, Richard. You understand what we're doing here, right? And you understand the significance of it?
Yes, I do.
And you understand the importance of telling the truth?
Yes, I do.
You understand the importance of telling the whole truth, right?
Yes.
All right. And this guy went with you and would have seen you open the bag and dump the leaves out.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he didn't walk right to the bag, but yeah, he was right behind me.
You say right behind you, he was within eye shot. I could see.
Yeah, within 5 feet or so.
Within 5 feet or so, okay. And you looked in the bag and there were no bones in there.
I didn't tear the whole bag apart, but when the stuff fell out the bottom, I took my baton and it was leaves and just some. It looked like cut up sticks, like somebody trimmed their trees and threw it all in there.
Okay. All right. And you said earlier that somebody told you couldn't recall specifically who, but somebody told that you needed to call that into the tip line.
Yeah.
Do you recall? You don't recall who that was?
I want to say my supervisor, but I'm not 100%. I'm pretty sure that you told me to do it.
Okay, and this is after the call?
Yeah.
Okay. They told you to do this after. Did you tell them that there was just sticks and stuff in there?
Yeah, I told them it was just trash, sticks, yard waste, whatever.
Okay. And after you told them it was sticks and yard waste, they said, go ahead and call it into the tips line?
Yeah, because of the area it was in.
Okay.
Do you remember what day that was in relation to the call? Was it the same day, the next day, or was it this week?
No, it wasn't this week. I don't know exactly the.
In relation to the call, was it?
I think it was the same day or maybe the next morning.